Lessons I learned in high school. Freshman year. Stand up for yourself. Always stand up for yourself, even if it's for something small. And while you're at it, stand up for others, especially for those that can't stand up for themselves. It's okay to let people that are mean to you go. When Haley pushes you too far, let her go with no regrets. She was never a real friend. When it comes to your work, own it, whether it's schoolwork or writing, and own your mistakes. Try not to BS things, but some BSing will occur. However, don't BS what people say to you, or in other words, don't lie. Always tell the truth, but if it's negative, be gentle about it. When JV tells you he's gay, you'll be proud of him, and touched that he told you. Go outside your comfort zone, even if you blush while doing it. Honor your promises. Don't make a liar out of yourself, even if other people do. Gifting someone with something that isn't a gift card is more memorable and more special, and you'll know that when Calypso cries at her Christmas present. Don't give a damn about what people think of you. You never have, and you never should. For good or for bad, some people deserve to be written about. If they wanted to be written about nicely, they should have been nicer. Some of the best lyrics you've written will come to you randomly in the shower. Life's little lessons have a sneaky way of being taught too fast and being learned too late. Sophomore year. Take at least one AP class. It'll prepare you for college more than a regular class, and it's more intellectually pleasing. Having a late assignment isn't the end of the world. Apologize where it's due, but never apologize for who you are or what you like. Make fun traditions, and keep traditions you made when you were younger. Don't be afraid to make a fool out of yourself. Have at least one therapeutic class each semester. It may become your sanctuary. Be true to yourself and what you stand for. When Kirsten decides she doesn't want to be your friend anymore, even after being best friends for 7 years, you'll be introduced to the worst heartbreak you have felt up to that point. You'll try to help her, but she'll refuse it every single time, and you'll learn that you will lose friends, even those you thought impossible to lose, and even though you try, you can't keep them all. Be nice to people. They're just as stressed as you. Make friends with kids from other grades. Everyone has something to teach you. Worrying does no good, but you'll still worry. You will worry the whole year about the possible move, and when the possibility becomes a certainty, the reality almost breaks you. You'll learn that diversity isn't just in race and ethnicity. When you finally go out with Paul, you'll only date for 3 months and 2 days, but you'll learn that in romantic relationships, you need to be brave. You'll finish the first draft of your first book and feel half guilty about it because you wrote during class, and still managed to get an A for that semester. Junior year. When the blue-collar workers spend 3 long days loading a moving truck, give them food, water, and a bathroom. They're working hard and deserve your respect as much as anyone else. The most important lessons you'll learn won't be academic, but still try your hardest in your classes. Asking questions in class will at least show teachers you're paying attention, which could be the difference between letter grades. A bad grade on a test isn't the end of the world, though it will feel like it for a day or two. Don't study for B exams of any sort for the first time the week of the exam. If someone is sitting alone at lunch, talk to them, just like Carew did to you, saving you second semester. Hug your friends every chance you get. You didn't enough in Washington, though you love them, and you won't always have them with you every day. Also, spend time outside of school with more than just one friend. While you love Calypso, you sometimes neglect your other friends outside of school. Trust people, but also trust yourself. Try not to let jealousy eat you, but it will still eat you alive for a while. And for God's sake, listen to your best friends. When you're in a situation you're uncomfortable in, get out of it. You know what you want, so go get it. Take chances and tell Bryn you like him. Sometimes all you need is 20 seconds of insane courage. Something great will come of it. Senior year. When Bryn asks you out, you'll be nervous and you'll want to say something witty, so you shoot the question back at him. Every second of your relationship is magic. You'll learn that PDA isn't always physically touching, but sometimes expressions. You will try a lot of new food this year, due partly to Bryn's mom and himself. Say yes to everything within reason. Being different is a good thing, no matter what other people tell you. Be the first to talk to someone. They are probably just as nervous as you. Make the most out of every second you have with your friends. Learn how to tell people to stop, even if they are your friend. Experiencing things you may not think you'll like could benefit you, even if it turns out you don't like it. Listen to your brain and heart, but follow your gut and instinct. When JV tells you that he finally came out, you'll feel the happiest you've felt in a while for him. You'll be exposed to more sexualities, and you'll realize you're demisexual. Sometimes strength is derived from fear. When Trump gets elected, you'll spend a day and a half in utter shock and paralyzing fear. But then a flame named resolve will erupt in your belly that will start you on your journey to becoming unstoppable. You'll become obsessed with a musical about one of America's founding fathers, which kind of surprises you a little, for the songs are mostly rap, and that's not usually your style. Bryn will teach you to, instead of asking why, to ask why not. When you realize Bryn is the most important person in your life, you'll cry. Not because you're sad, because you're not, but because you're so lucky to have someone that means that much to you, even though you know it may only be for a short while. And when you two break up after almost 8 months, the breakup isn't the hardest part, for you agree to be friends. You'll make a mistake, the mistake that is your biggest regret, and you will accuse him in a vile way of something that wasn't true, hurting him, and in that moment, you weren't you. The part that hurt the most was when he got a new girlfriend less than 2 weeks after you broke up. He'll let you know by putting it on a Snapchat story, which sucks because it makes you hurt like hell, but also makes you mad and confused, because he never did that when you were dating. But you'll get through it the same way you always do, through writing, especially writing songs. And Calypso and JV will once again be the most important people to you. You'll learn how to hold your thoughts and feelings closer to you, but also how to trust in people more. You'll learn there's no end to human stupidity. You'll finally tell your mom about your depression, which you've had for 4 years, your anxiety, which you've had for 3 years, and your social anxiety, which you've had probably most of your life. You'll identify a trigger of yours that makes your anxiety go through the roof, and you'll hate that it's not an object, but rather a person. You'll lose 15 pounds in 5 weeks, and be the lightest you've been in 4 years. Before the end of March, you'll have written more than 170,000 words in novels alone. You'll be the most excited you've been in a while after you book your flight to see your best friends graduate. You'll learn that even though events happened months ago, they'll still sting like the devil, especially when you see people involved every day. You'll have an anxiety attack at the one prom you attend, but slow dance with 2 of your friends. For 3 months, you and Bryn will confuse each other, and you'll still love him, even though you can't stand him anymore. So you block him on Snapchat for the second time, and you'll learn how strong you've become in the last 4 years.